quality conversation. And our focus tonight, as I mentioned, it's all about chess. I need to let you know that chess was one of those sporting disciplines that had controversies and wrangles before the new office led by Githinji Hinga, who's the chairman of Chess Kenya, took charge. The election ended years of fighting and wrangles that had seen the sport almost become extinct here in Kenya. We are joined in studio tonight by Githinji Hinga, who is the chairman Chess Kenya. Welcome to the program tonight.
Thank you for
Good to have you. You're a friend of the show. This is your second time.
Yes.
All right, and before even we delve into the nitty-gritties of chess, there's a story we've just run there of renovations happening in Jericho. And you're quite interested in the amount of money they're spending there, and you're wondering if we could get a quarter of that amount and just go for even a tenth of that.
Yeah, chess happens to be a quite inexpensive game to deploy.
Yeah.
You find all you need is a chessboard and probably a chess clock, which I'm telling you, with that kind of money, we'd have it in every school.
Yeah.
And what surprises me, that is one constituency doing that very commendable stadium. So chess is quite inexpensive, and chess is actually more than a sport. It is actually a life-changing sport in terms of education and many other things. So those figures, we can only hope, and we can get support such that we get to those heights, because there's still a very long way to go.
All right, it makes me wonder, so how do we get funding at Chess Kenya? I mean, is there any bit of support there?
We've been very grateful to the government. They've been quite kind to us. They've been supporting our junior trips and our senior trips. And this is specific to trips, and also the Kenya Academy of Sports, who have undertaken, I can count, trainings for junior. They had a holiday camp in April. They also, we are preparing to take a team to Zambia, the national junior team to Zambia in December. And the Kenya Academy of Sports has also come in to train them for a week or so.
Right.
And that actually is unprecedented, but we are so grateful to the government. And more to that, they've also assisted us logistically. As you may remember, we got 5,000 chessboards some time back, and to clear them, they came in and helped.
Yeah.
Though we are yet to fully distribute. We probably, as a federation, have absorption challenges, but we will work hand in hand with the government, and I'm sure we shall get.
Maybe you still wish the support could be much more. You just talked about those billions of shillings.
Yes.
You think a tenth of that would go a long way. Is that a message you're passing to?
Yes, please.
Back again to the government.
This is one constituency with such a budget, and this is a major sport.
Right.
And chess is actually very beneficial to young children, and all the way, anyone who plays chess.
Yep.
In fact, the stereotype of chess players, as most people say, they have a stereotype of they are smart people.
Yeah.
And where there is that, even using that analogy, chess indeed makes people smart, and more so at a young age. So as a federation, we have a very big emphasis on the young people.
Right.
In fact, we have one school, it's called Winker Academy in South Sea, which incorporated chess into their curriculum, and the scores have hit the roof.
Absolutely, it makes them really think through. But just let's talk about some of the achievements that you have been able to achieve as a federation since you came into office. I mean, you've promise when you come into the office was you'd bring the game to the people. I know there's been a couple of challenges which you will enumerate, but what are some of the achievements that have come along?
Okay. Even before I go far, I first say, first I represent a very good team. We have a good number of individuals who have put in a very big extra shift. In fact, the game, I would say, has really been transformed since we came in. Not to take away from the past, yes, indeed there were challenges then, but now that we are in office, we appreciate what they went through, and in fact, that is why we have a major task of transforming how we operate. So it's not an indictment to the previous office. Even our office has had its challenges in terms of maybe misunderstandings here and there. But thankfully, we've handled them amicably, and without this, we grow. So now, on major achievements, one of where we score highly is activity. We've had so much activity. Like, for instance, before we came in, I think we only had 3 international chess tournaments where they were rated by the international body, that is FIDE. I'll tell you, this month alone, we have 3. And we are talking about just 1 month of November. We have, thankfully, counties have come in. We have Bungoma Governor's Cup that is happening on the 22nd of this month. And it's the 2nd edition. And we are very grateful to that county and the government. There are several counties which have come in and assisted us in tournaments in terms of activity. We have the junior championships which just cleared, and all these are federated. Next, on end of the month, we have Eastlands Open. So in terms of activity, every month we have so much activity. Probably that is why perhaps the wrangles have with much more activity. People are very busy. People are thinking of the game, which should be the case.
Absolutely a good thing as well. You also talked of, you know, taking the game to not just to the people, but even to the grassroots.
Yes.
What are some of the challenges that you've experienced in trying to bring this to actualization?
Okay, so as an office, you'll see we operate like an association where we have, we could call it the board, which is everything. Just about 10 individuals who manage the whole sport in the country. So you find we do not have a management team, which is very vital. People who work full-time. In fact, I believe sports should have full-time, well-motivated persons to run the game. But that is so much credit. It shows how much dedication the people in our team have made as volunteers more so. So one of the challenges has been how we are structured administratively. So we thankfully are remedying this. We have an annual general meeting tomorrow, which the constitution has been more or less overhauled. And we thank the team that put it together. They actually worked day and night, literally, to put it together. A great team of individuals. They looked in at what works. You know, that's most important than just having a paper. So they looked at what works. How can we be more streamlined? How can we have a bigger reach? One of the things is the county structure. Our constitution previously did not embrace the county structure. And of course, counties have a budget and also have a focus. Their mandate is to their county. And us as a national federation, to go into a county, we go against the grain. And we are very thankful. There are so many counties which have helped us. There's Kiambu County, which had a big tournament. There's Embu, there's Mombasa, you name it. Kisii even have a very vibrant scene. So there are counties all over the place who want to work. But now, we're going to duplicate what we have as our federation, the number of people on the ground. Now we're going to have them in the counties. So I believe with that restructuring, it'll mark a new era for the game of chess. So as we said, there's the challenge of our administration. A big challenge also has been funding. As I said, the government has really helped. We've been lucky to have a major sponsor by virtue of the Kasparov Chess Foundation. The patron, Garry Kasparov, a former world champion, was here in 2013, and he promised to work with us. We've done so much with the Kasparov Foundation, from training, training arbiters. We've taken arbiters to China, players to Ethiopia, many countries. They've really supported us all along the way. They've given us the 5,000 boards. One major thing that we are very excited about is the introduction of mini chess through the Kasparov Chess Foundation in conjunction with Chess Kenya. Now, mini chess is a program that works all around the world. It has got like 60,000 learners, and it's targeted at young from ages to 5 to 9. So it is chess for education. Chess is both a sport and has education. So
let me just interrupt you.
Yes.
Even to talk about the support you're getting, you mentioned funding.
Yes.
And I'm just curious, and a whole lot of corporates have been shying away from supporting a whole lot of sporting disciplines for various reasons. Is there an appeal really for corporate sponsorship? Because do they really believe in the sports? Because that's where it begins.
I think perhaps we have had a challenge with sponsorship. Perhaps, yes, indeed, even the way we operate as most corporates, big corporates, will require you to have a management board before even they let you to walk into the door. So our restructuring is going to address this.
Right.
And though we are happy that many companies have tried to support us in a small way, in whatever way they can. We have a league, we have a very vibrant league, we have huge numbers of players coming in, and I think companies appreciate numbers, they appreciate the reach, and so we'd like very much that companies join with us, because I think for them it is a big way of impacting the society, because through chess, it develops the thinking.
Yep.
And once you develop the thinking, the society, the children, the people, they improve in a very huge way.
All right, we'll talk about something mentioned earlier, about the events that you've been able to participate in, mostly locally. We will focus on the international events, but let's focus on tomorrow. And you've mentioned one of the major things that's happening is the restructuring. You bring on board the counties that was not previously captured in the Constitution. What else is happening apart from that?
Okay, yes, so one major thing is we'll introduce a management board, we'll introduce an office of the CEO, who will now be a full-time employee to source funding and all that, because you'll find how we are right now, we also have our day jobs, and it's not efficient, and it's actually not fair to the chess community. So that is one major thing, that's one major departing. Then our administrative structure will have county offices. We'll, in fact, tomorrow, hopefully the GM will pass this, we'll have county chess associations, which will work hand in hand with the county, and we'll also create personnel on the ground. So that's really exciting for us. There are several, maybe streamlining here and there, of course streamlined to the Sports Act fully, which is indeed a good thing, so that we can be in tune with the government. So the AGM is more or less, and also it's also a forum where new ideas can be brought in. So we are quite excited. We think it marks a watershed in how chess has been. I mentioned activity. That is one aspect that we've done. Also technical know-how. We have really improved on that. We now have international arbiters. Like for instance, right now as we speak, we have an arbiter in Italy arbitrating the World Senior Chess Championships, and that's huge. That's huge for us. We never used to have this, so we have several on assignment, and they make a living from chess. So, and more so, there are so many other indicators that things have gone on. We have academies, we have many clubs. Just today, I happen to have been invited to a place in Mukuru, Kwajenga slums, a Nairobi slum project. They call it Red Roof. And there was a club of 60 children who play chess. And that was quite humbling, actually, that we've reached all the way down there, but we have a disconnect. So there's a lot of activity all around the country.
Fantastic thing with activity beyond borders. This came into the office. We've had more international participations, or how was the progress with that, and what are we looking for? What are the prospects in the coming years?
Absolutely. We've had a lot of international tournaments. We've participated way more. Our neighbors, our neighboring countries, Ethiopia, Uganda, Tanzania, Rwanda, we've taken players all around. This is thanks to the government and the Kasparov Chess Foundation, we've taken players to Norway for the World Olympiad. We've taken players to, there's so many. We've taken players to, there's Norway, we took the juniors to Al Ain in UAE. We took juniors to South Africa, Durban, for the World Youth Chess Championships. Now we're taking some to Zambia. There's too much
There's a whole lot of international
there's a lot
activities
of
happening.
Yes, and that is how, in fact, we have a major challenge. Sometimes the government, it tries, we accept, they try their very best, but we sometimes get shortfalls. We may like to participate, especially for the juniors. Not saying that I'm discriminating the seniors, but we'd like to expose them, because I guess that is where our future lies. And if you want to go up the rankings, which we have been doing, the focus is there. The talent is definitely there. So with the activity, with the exposure, and also with a streamlined method of Chess Kenya operating, we'll reach out to much more new talent.
With your message tonight and listening to you talk, perhaps as a viewer who all of a sudden has gained or has had an interest in chess, but from where they sit, you don't know, where do we take it from here? Where do I go? How do I get involved in this? How does that work?
Okay. First, the interest is there, definitely. And as I mentioned, how we operate is a bit of a challenge. But nonetheless, there's so many clubs which have cropped up around the country. Now, after tomorrow, we shall create the county structures. I would advise them to go to the county sports office and register their interest. And the county office, or even the constituency office, I would like to challenge them. Chess is a very simple game where you only need a room. Even though it's open air, you only need a chessboard.
Your chessboard,
which doesn't even cost 600 bob. Just have the chessboard, create a room for these people. Contact us as a national federation. We'll contact the local people where you are on the ground, and that way, we have our website, though it is down. That is one of the other challenges we're having. But nonetheless, we hope to have it up. We're on Twitter. We're on Facebook, at Chess Kenya. Facebook, we are called Chess Kenya. Join us. There's a 3,000 community on Facebook alone. So just join there, and then we can
now get more details on how to handle this and where to go. I wish you had a chessboard. To the next time, please make sure you come with a chessboard. Well, I haven't enrolled for lessons, but the last promise was you're going to teach me some of the lessons, but we will take up with that. Even as we wrap up this conversation, you're the chairman Chess Kenya. Do you intend to run for office again?
You're putting me on the spot, but I feel like we have come some way, but there's so much more to go. But it's been a journey. I've got so many more gray hairs. It's been quite a journey, but I would like the next crop of leaders to also step up. It's not easy to put a shift on the ground. We'll just see. We still have another year and a half. We see how it goes.
I will see how it goes. Being very.
Yes, but I'm happy to sit back and let other people to run the show, because it's actually a passion. So it comes effortlessly.
Absolutely. All right. Thank you so much. Just for the sake of our viewer, I need to let you know that tonight we've been speaking to Githinji Hinga, who is the chairman Chess Kenya, auditing the growth of chess in the country, looking at some of the achievements and the challenges, and how you, if you have a whole lot of interest in chess, how you can be part of the chess community in Kenya. Thank you so much for coming for this conversation.
Thank you for having me.
Appreciate it.
We also appreciate it.
All right, we'll keep tabs on how the AGM goes tomorrow, right?
Yes.
Where is it being held?
It is being held at the Nyayo Stadium.
Nyayo Stadium, okay.
At the boardroom. It starts at 3 p.m.
All right.
So, karibuni nyote. We also have...
as you wrap up,
sorry. We also have a mini chess presentation that will happen from 10 o'clock.
Okay.
So it's very interesting for anyone who has young children and also a school or anybody who's in the education.
Yeah.
It'll be very interesting.
Fantastic. Githinji Hinga. My name is John Kago. On behalf of the team, enjoy the rest of your viewing. Our sign language interpreters, we've had Mr. Gondoa, this is David Gondoa, and Stanley Kenyan. Good night, so long.
Maintained a tight defense in the third quarter, but Northwest made the most of their opportunities with some fine finishing. Gauteng's talisman Nokia was on his game to keep his side in the match, but Northwest had the upper hand as they finished the...
Welcome to Equitel, where money transfer is free. A mobile banking offering where